And I love, you want to have fun with security guards in Florida? Do this. Drive up to any gate in any community and say to them, I like a Big Mac, fries, and a strawberry milkshake. I had an earthworm. I thought I had an earthworm because I kept hearing this song. What's new, pussycat? Whoa! What's new, pussycat? Whoa! I go to the doctor. And he goes, I tell him what's going on. I go, what's new, pussycat? He goes, you have Tom Jones syndrome. Well, what is that? I'd never heard of it. I go, well, it's not unusual. How many baby boomers by applause? We have any baby boomers here? All baby boomers. You know things that other generations, and every generation, if you notice, we always think, your parents were like mine, the greatest generation, and as we were growing up, we always think we're better than the other generation. Every generation thinks the other past generation's better. Even your father's generation, or your mother's, they thought they were better than their parents. It goes on and on. Like, for instance, one day you're going to see me on TV, and you're going to look at me and go, oh look, we just saw him at the Valencia Shores. Yeah, we've seen him before. And you all knew what I was just doing right now. You all knew that was a knob on a TV set. The kids today have no idea what a knob on a TV set is. See, if I did this remote control, not funny. But all boomers know that's the universal turning a knob. And remember the knobs? Remember if the knob got lost, what would your cheap-ass fathers do? Put needle-nose pliers. Put needle-nose pliers on the Zenith TV until the invention of the remote control. Or the vice grip. Remember, did you do that? Because there was no knob store. Do you remember back in the 60s and 70s? There was you couldn't call Zenith for a knob. And we had 12 stations back then. And when the numbers came off the knob, you had no idea what you were watching. No idea. I had a remote control back in the 60s and 70s. My little brother. I wanted to turn the channel, I kicked him in the ass. Go, turn the channel. That's the whole thing. Man who invented the remote control was a man by the name of Eugene Pauly. Invented the infrared remote control in the 1950s. The ones you all enjoy today was invented by him. He died 3 weeks ago in Boca Raton at 108 years old. His final request was to be buried between two couch cushions. Parents did weird things as boomers. Remember when you were boomers, your parents, when you were traveling? Remember when I know it's hard to believe, but you all were young once. You were all young in the 60s and 70s. When you went on a trip, what did your parents say to you? When you get to your destination, ring once, then hang up. So we know you're alive. Or my favorite one, call us collect. Right? Would you accept a collect call from Mommy? I have no money. Would you accept the collect call from Mommy? I have no money. Everything changes when you get old. I mean, there were things in the 60s and 70s that we don't even have. Dickies. Who remembers Dickies? By applause. Do you know what I'm talking about? They were a fashion statement in the 70s. These are for mothers who didn't want to commit to buying their child a turtleneck. Think about how cheap-ass your parents and your mother was. Now, if I get him a turtleneck, I'll outgrow it by Thursday. I'm getting him a Dickie. We wore Dickies. We wore clip-on ties. Do you understand? Of course you do. The kids have no idea. And if nothing like being romantic with a woman, you're a teenager, sipping a little wine, smoking a cigarette, she unbuttons your shirt, and there's a Dickie. And I'm wearing Dickie cuffs. The man who invented Cliff Notes, remember Cliff Holographs, the Cliff Notes in high school? He died today. That was his whole obituary. Here's a joke for all the Jewish mothers in the room. What do you use to get a club soda stain out? Everything was simpler when we were younger, right? We're being overwhelmed on television with everything going on. We had great shows back during the Boomer Humor years, right? We had Ed Sullivan, 8 o'clock. Right here on our stage, we have the Illinois Home for the Criminally Insane Boys Choir. Come on, boys, come out and sing. And we had the plate spinner. Then my favorite show that came on at 9 o'clock that was a hit for 14 years, all you people remembered it, you made it a hit, was Bonanza. I wanted a father like Lauren Green. Tough, but moral. He meant what he said what he meant. I never understood that relationship with the son. I wanted Hoss to go up to Lauren Green and go, "Hey, Pa, how come Adam and I are older than you?" And I love, you want to have fun with security guards in Florida? Do this. Drive up to any gate in any community and say to them, "I'd like a Big Mac, fries, and a strawberry milkshake." I had an earthworm. I thought I had an earthworm because I kept hearing this song. "What's new, pussycat? Whoa! What's new, pussycat? Whoa!" I go to the doctor. And he goes, I tell him what's going on. I go, "What's new, pussycat?" He goes, "You have Tom Jones syndrome." "Well, what is that?" I'd never heard of it. I go, "Well, it's not unusual."